What drew you to say, fuck the world?
I think I just hit a space where I was so fed up with the shit that I see and fed up with the way that people interact with me, even like, I guess, post this music shit, you feel me? Like, it's just
So it's
kinda,
about the change.
Yeah, it's about the change, it's about the shit that doesn't change, it's about just how I see shit right now.
Before we can say he's toxic, we got to unpack what a toxic person actually is. You can say somebody who lies, somebody who doesn't apologize, a person who lacks self-awareness. However, I feel as though Brent's music is very self-aware and very self-reflective. I feel as though Brent's music is just the accurate portrayal of what the world really is. From Insecure being a short story of how he tries to fall in love with a woman, but she's damaged from all her past experiences, or First World Problem / Nobody Cares, detailing his come up as an artist. He writes in that song, "Every day I come home late, wash my clothes in the same sink. I don't give a damn about what they think as long as I pay rent." In a later song on his 2017 LP Saunderson, he sings, "My stomach growling, but I'm styling. Spent my last 20 drunk and Uber riding." He later says, "I'm proud that I'm chasing something. It's all better than being broke, bored, and back at home." I think something can be said about Brent Faiyaz's music being extremely self-aware and self-reflective. I mean, sure, you could throw out the fact that he's toxic or he's the angelic version of Future, but I think it's something much deeper than that. On the second half of First World Problems comes with Nobody Cares, in which Faiyaz states, "Markers on your Hollywood starlets, underneath there's niggas starving. Impoverished, people don't give no fucks, nigga. Trump don't give a fuck, your niggas don't give a fuck, your favorite artists don't give a motherfucking fuck. Do you give a fuck, nigga?" He's literally saying at the end of the day, nobody really cares. People are impoverished, starving. Nobody cares. We walk past those less fortunate than us because we're worried about a Benz or a Beamer or designer sneakers. We're more focused on superficial likes. He acknowledges the fact that the government doesn't care, your friends don't care, your favorite artist doesn't care, and goes as far as to ask the audience if they actually care. In his 2018 EP Lost, he starts the record singing "Pardon Me, Lord, why is it so hard for niggas like me?" He's saying, "Why do you want to see me dead? I ain't even grown yet." Then he says, "Baby, you got too much to offer, probably why they want you in the coffin." It's if he's having an open conversation with the listener, as though he's saying, damn, why is it so hard to flourish and be successful as a black man in America? While addressing police brutality, while addressing that society makes black people disadvantaged for success. Later on in the short EP, he questions whether he can have trust towards somebody if money and women weren't around, who'd actually be around. I think it's these questions and the eventual answers to those questions that lead to the record that is known as Fuck the World. In all honesty, I go as far as to say that Fuck the World is a bold portrayal of someone who recognizes the inconsistencies of what's around them. Society and all its cracks, superficial people, superficial relationships. Fuck the World is a 26-minute EP where we follow a character. A character is somebody who has self-awareness, who acknowledges their own faults, and someone who is brutally honest. At the start of the project on Clouded, Brent says, "I gave it all for a fantasy. Is anybody gonna remember me? If I go tonight, I doubt the world would change. I just pray they don't forget my name." I find these lyrics just to be extremely nihilistic. He's concerned as to whether or not his impact will be felt. Also throughout the song, he goes through money, sex, and drugs. Things that he believes primarily are what run the world. As with the first track, Skyline begging the question, do you know what makes the world go round? The title track and lead single to Fuck the World, Summer in London. Brent gives a pimp anthem, citing lyrics such as, "Your nigga called us texting. You said, baby, don't be mad, you know how Brent is. You might be Mr. Track and Field, but I done ran through them all. I ain't never home for long, but you pull up when I call. I'd probably be dead if I was basic." This entire song is a personification of a person expressing their lavish lifestyle, traveling to a foreign country, having sex, and ultimately him embodying a character. In the next single, Rehab, Winter in Paris, it details how a girl is hooked on drugs and how Brent is ultimately hooked on her. He starts the song off with, "I got too many hoes, but they ain't you," and later says, "If you ain't nasty, don't at me." Brent acknowledges how he can't leave her alone and how he is hooked on her. Like I stated previously within the video, Brent thinks that the things that make the world go round, the things that ultimately are deadly sins that could lead to one's downfall, are money, sex, and drugs. And this track consistently has all of that. She is addicted, and so is he. The character is fully indulged in this lifestyle, and everyone is sucked into his world. I'd honestly say that it's a character in an overarching narrative, going from Fuck the World to Wasteland. We see Brent making music such as Circles, in which he says, "Only heaven knows if you can truly win in the midst of a world that's going in. How am I up right now? I'm not. I'm still down. Niggas dying every day. But what can I say? They just want me to sing. It's like everybody wants you to think how they think and do what they say and stay out the way. And if you don't wanna, they got a problem with you. He's acknowledging the fact that fame, the price of fame, isn't necessarily altering who he is as a person, which is somebody who's authentic in my eyes. It's like if you don't sing about the same shit, you're viewed as toxic. I personally feel as though people confuse toxicity for just being real, or that R&B isn't supposed to be the medium in which real lyrics, real experiences come from. And if you like the video and subscribe for more content.